Hey you guys, what's going on? It's Teenage Knight, and let's just jump right into this. Number 16 Oklahoma defeated unranked Texas Tech 66-59. This game was wild from pretty much start to finish. Obviously, we jumped up to that early lead, and then, it just kind of went back and forth throughout the rest of the game. MVPs tonight, can I just give it to, the entire Sooners offense? If not, I can give it to 5 players. Baker Mayfield, 27 of 36, 545 yards and 7 touchdowns. Joe Mixon. Now remember, we did not have Samaje Perine this game, but Mixon, 31 carries, 263 yards and 2 touchdowns, was averaging 8.5 yards a carry. Receiving, D.D. Westbrook continues his huge streak of good games. 9 catches, 202 yards and 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon, 4 catches for 114 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nick Basquin, 4 catches, 77 yards and a touchdown. And, alright, so I won't give the MVP to Basquin. I mean, he did good, but not incredible. But Mixon with 263 yards rushing, 114 yards receiving, he gets an MVP. D.D. Westbrook gets an MVP. And Baker Mayfield gets an MVP. The entire defense gets a dumpster fire award. I'm sorry, but defense was awful this game. Patrick Mahomes, 52 of 88, 734 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an interception. Rushing was Patrick Mahomes, 12 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. DeLeon Ward, is that how they were saying his name? 7 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown. And then let's look at Tech's receiving. Kiki Kuti I have no idea how Kauti, they said his name 10 times, or probably way more than 10, but he had 10 catches for 172 yards and a touchdown. Jonathan Giles, 10 catches, 167 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cameron Batson, 9 catches, 99 yards and a touchdown. Reginald Davis, 5 catches, 68 yards and a touchdown. This game was absolutely ridiculous. I think it lasted 4.5 hours or something? I cannot believe how bad our defense was in this game. I knew our defense was bad coming into this game, and I pretty much knew that if our defense didn't show up, we were going to win in a shootout, or had to win in a shootout. And obviously that happened. But 88 pass attempts from Patrick Mahomes. His shoulder is going to fall off. What is the record for most pass attempts in a game? I honestly want to know that, but I'm not going to look it up in the middle of this video. But let's look at some of the records. I only wrote down some. I probably missed a few. Most total yards by a single player in NCAA history with Mahomes. He had, I think, 800 total yards. Most passing touchdowns by an Oklahoma quarterback, Baker Mayfield, with 7 of them. I actually wrote down 8, but it was 7. Most yards in a game combined from both teams. We each had 854 yards, so it's 1,708 yards. We were 52 yards short of having a mile of yardage in this game. 734 yards from Patrick Mahomes, tied for most in a single game. 78 total first down, ties an NCAA record. And then Joe Mixon is only the 3rd player in 20 years to have 250 yards rushing and 100 yards receiving in one game. I probably missed a few records, but holy crap, Mike Stoops needs to be fired. I don't care at this point. I don't care what your opinion is of Mike Stoops. If anyone ever asks me again, why should we fire Mike Stoops, I'm going to point him to this game. Our offense put up 66 points, and we were still in a shootout. This game should not have been close. Last year's defense was pretty good. I don't know what happened. Obviously, we lost starters. That's what happened. But I don't know why we can't replace those guys as easily as we should have. I think last year we won 63-27. So we still put up 60-plus points last year. It's just we had a defense to back it up. And this season we don't have that. I don't even know who our next game is against. I want to say West Virginia. Is that right? It is not. Our next game is against Kansas. Okay. Hopefully we win that game. I don't remember if Perine's coming back next week or the week after. But I really hope he's there for Kansas, just because you guys know what happened 2 years ago whenever he played Kansas. Almost said last year, but it was 2 years ago. The last thing I want to talk about in this, and this has really nothing to do with the game, the fans that were chanting, "Fuck you, Baker," y'all are incredibly immature. That was ridiculous. I mean, I understand that you didn't want him to leave or whatever, maybe. I don't know, because Mahomes is a pretty freaking good quarterback, obviously. But Yeah, that was severely immature to chant "fuck you, Baker." Honestly. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And if there's anything else you want to talk about, just comment down below, and I'll try to reply to some maybe tomorrow. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys next week.